Hi, it's Zina again. We're out here again having a barbecue with the younger kids today, and it's absolutely beautiful here. I want to show you a little bit. It's 1 o'clock. The kids are playing. My husband is down by the water, and our dog, Ebba, is being mispleased about sitting by the tree while I'm filming. I want to show you guys how absolutely beautiful it is out here. The polar night is about to set, so even though it's 1 o'clock, it will soon be really, really dark here. This is all the sun that we get today. The sun has been up, or the light has been up for about 1.5 hours, and that's approximately what we have now. And here are the snowy mountains. I think they are so beautiful. So, how come a girl from Africa ends up in northern Norway? Well, I don't know if I can answer that question, but I'm gonna try. The thing is, I grew up with a Maasai out on the African savannah. I hunted with them, I ate with them. We used to punch a hole in the cow's neck and have some blood and mix it with flour, and that kept us alive during the famine and the war that came. We lived on the border to Uganda, so there was a civil war going on when I grew up. But I grew up with no trees, in the middle of nowhere, with the horizon close by, the night stars in the sky, and the tropical heat, and the elephants and the giraffes, and the roar of the lions in the middle of the night. It was magical. And these surroundings here, even though it's very cold, and even though we have the polar night, we live by the coast, and we have beautiful surroundings. I love the snowy mountains. I love the horizon. I love the lights. And it gives me the same sense of freedom that I had when I grew up in Africa. So that's why we ended up here. It's really a magical place. And I'm so happy to be here with my family. We ended up here because we used to live in Sweden, but 3 years ago I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And that turned a lot of things around for us. I have actually lived and worked in Tromsø a couple of years ago, but went back to Sweden because I found love, like so many do. And I married my sweetheart. He's my husband now. And after I got cancer, I had to go start cancer treatments. And Uppsala has one of the best cancer treatment centers in the country, so that's where I ended up with a wonderful oncologist who helped me so much. And I've been through several surgeries, and it's been quite a journey for me. I was tested a week ago again. I went for my checkup. I go for checkups every 4 months, and my body has finally healed from the last surgery that was 5 months ago. So I can start moving around and doing some exercise, which I look so much forward to doing. But I also found out that for the moment I'm cancer cell free, which is, yay, amazing. I'm so happy. So we decided to go back up north, mostly so I could have more time with my family, because you know, when you have cancer, everybody makes a bucket list. And except for going back to Africa, the top of my bucket list was actually time with my family. And this amazing environment here, the sky, the polar night, the stars, it gives me so much extra time. And I love sitting by the fire, doing barbecues and spending time with my family. And my job is really interesting. Being a nurse in Norway is fun, and I get to meet many interesting people, and I get to learn so much. So we're happy here. I dream a lot at night. I dream of Africa almost every night. I dream of the sound of the crickets, the sound of the lions roaring in the night, the sound of the drums. But I have found some similarity here, up in the really cold north. And we love it here. We miss our family back in Sweden. I have my mom in Gothenburg. I have my oldest daughter and her family with 3 of my grandkids living in Västra Götaland. We actually rent the house next door to them, but we don't get to spend too much time there, unfortunately, but I hope we get to spend more time there in the future. And I have 2 granddaughters in Uppsala, and I have a son up north in Sweden. He goes to the gymnasium, which is like college in the north of Sweden, in Umeå. And I also have a son living in Hattfjelldal, which is in Norway, and he is a chef. I'm very proud of all my 8 kids. I have 5 of them with me here. And some of them are here today with me. On the other side of the ice, actually, they have run away. Not across the ice, they know not to walk on the water because the ice is not thick enough yet. And since I grew up in Africa, I am of the opinion that ice is something you have in your glass, not something that you walk on. But I'm hoping to get past that this winter. We'll see how that turns out. You guys can come along with me on my first trip on the ice. Well, that was all for now. We're gonna do some barbecuing, and we're gonna see if we can do some fishing, even though there's a very thin layer of ice on the little lake here. We're not by the ocean because that would be too cold for the kids, but we love it here. So we're gonna take some family time now. It's the 1st of Advent, which we celebrate by lighting the first of 4 candles. And it means that 4 Sundays from now, we're going to light a candle each Sunday because we're waiting for Christmas, because we're going to celebrate that Christ was born. So today is the 1st of Advent. So we celebrate it by going out here, doing some barbecue. It's really warm and cozy. I love it here by the fire. Okay, guys. See you later, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Zina, and I live in Hamarøy, and I have African roots. Okay, see you later. Love you guys.